Do you ever find yourself waking up or going about your day with that persistent, nagging cough and the feeling of something just sitting in your throat, no matter how much you try to clear it? It's a common, often frustrating reality for many of us as we get a bit older, isn't it? That constant need to clear your throat, that little harumph that becomes a daily soundtrack to your life, and the worry about what it might mean. You might have tried cough drops, teas, or even just ignoring it, hoping it goes away. But what if I told you that this daily struggle with mucus isn't just a part of getting older, and that there's a simple, natural secret to significantly reduce, or even stop, that constant cough and mucus production, without needing endless prescriptions or complicated treatments? That feeling of a perpetually irritated throat, the little cough that interrupts conversations or a good night's sleep, can truly wear you down, making you feel less vibrant, less energetic, and sometimes a little self-conscious. It's a discomfort that many accept as just another sign of aging. But it doesn't have to be your normal. In this video, we're going to explore the surprising reasons why this happens more often after 60, and I'll share some incredibly simple, natural ways to finally clear your airways and breathe easier every single day, restoring that sense of clarity and comfort you might have thought was long gone. Make sure you watch right to the end, because there's something truly surprising that could completely change how you approach this, revealing a path to lasting relief that's far simpler than you might imagine. That constant cough and mucus production can feel like an unending battle, can't it? One of the most fundamental yet often overlooked steps to tackling this, which I want to dive into first, is something as simple as how much you're drinking, and more importantly, what you're drinking. Hydration isn't just about quenching your thirst, it's about keeping your entire body, including your respiratory system, functioning optimally. When you're well hydrated, the mucus your body produces is thinner and more fluid, making it much easier to clear from your throat and airways. Think of it like this: if you have a sticky, thick substance, it's much harder to move than a thin, watery one. Your body's mucus works the same way. If you're even mildly dehydrated, that mucus becomes thick, gluey, and much harder for your tiny cilia, those little hair-like structures in your airways, to sweep away. This leads to it sitting there, causing irritation, and making you feel like you constantly need to cough to dislodge it. So, what does good hydration look like? Especially for us over 60. It's not just about gulping down a glass of water when you feel thirsty, because by then, you're already behind. Aim to sip water consistently throughout the day. A good general guideline is around 6 to 8 glasses, or roughly 2 liters, of plain water daily. But remember, this can vary based on your activity level and the climate you live in. The key is consistency. Keep a glass of water nearby. Carry a reusable water bottle, and make it a habit to refill it regularly. Beyond just plain water, warm liquids can be incredibly soothing and effective. Herbal teas, especially those with ingredients like ginger or peppermint, can help to thin mucus and provide a comforting warmth that can ease throat irritation. A simple cup of warm water with a slice of lemon and a tiny bit of honey can also work wonders. Just avoid sugary drinks, excessive caffeine, and alcohol, as these can actually contribute to dehydration, making your mucus problems worse. They might feel like they're helping in the moment, but in the long run, they can exacerbate the issue. Getting into the habit of starting your day with a big glass of water, perhaps even before your morning cuppa, can set a positive tone for your hydration for the rest of the day. This simple commitment to consistent, adequate hydration truly is a cornerstone for reducing that everyday cough and mucus. You'll likely notice a difference in the ease of breathing and a reduction in that constant urge to clear your throat within days of consistently increasing your water intake. Beyond just what you're drinking, what you're putting into your body through your meals can have an equally significant impact on that persistent mucus. Let's talk about food, particularly certain types that many of us enjoy daily, but which might be contributing to your coughing and mucus production. Dairy products are a big one that often comes up in this conversation. While dairy is a fantastic source of calcium for bone health, for some people, especially as we age, it can lead to an increase in mucus production, or at least, make existing mucus feel thicker and more bothersome. This isn't a universal truth. Not everyone reacts this way. But if you're struggling with daily mucus, it's worth experimenting with. Try a 2-week dairy detox. That means cutting out milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream entirely for that period. Pay close attention to how your body feels, particularly your throat and airways. You might be surprised by the difference. If you do find it helps, you don't necessarily have to give up dairy forever. You might discover that certain types, like hard cheeses, bother you less than milk, or that you can tolerate small amounts. Or you might find wonderful alternatives like almond milk, oat milk, or coconut yogurt that work perfectly for you. There are plenty of calcium-fortified plant-based options available now. Another significant dietary culprit can be highly processed foods, sugary snacks, and refined carbohydrates. These foods, often found in convenience meals, pastries, and white bread, can promote inflammation throughout your body. Inflammation, in turn, can lead to increased mucus production as your body tries to protect itself. Think about it when your system is constantly battling inflammation from these types of foods. It's like it's always on high alert, and one of its responses can be to produce more mucus. Instead of these, focus on an anti-inflammatory diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods. This means lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins like chicken or fish, healthy fats from avocados and olive oil, and whole grains. Foods like berries, leafy greens, and fatty fish like salmon are packed with antioxidants and omega-3s that actively fight inflammation. This isn't about strict dieting. It's about making conscious choices to nourish your body with foods that support its natural functions, rather than hindering them. Just as importantly, something many people overlook is the role of acid reflux, or GERD, in contributing to chronic cough and mucus. You might not even realize you have it because it doesn't always come with the classic heartburn. Sometimes, silent reflux can cause stomach acid to creep up into your esophagus, irritating your throat and airways, triggering a cough and increased mucus production as your body tries to clear the irritant. If you notice your cough is worse after eating, when lying down, or if you frequently feel a lump in your throat, acid reflux could be a factor. Simple strategies can make a world of difference. Try eating smaller, more frequent meals instead of 2 or 3 large ones. Avoid eating within 2 or 3 hours of bedtime. Giving your stomach time to empty before you lie down. Foods that commonly trigger reflux include spicy foods, fatty foods, citrus fruits, tomatoes, chocolate, and peppermint. Pay attention to what seems to aggravate your symptoms and try to reduce or eliminate those from your diet. Elevating the head of your bed by 6 to 8 inches, not just with extra pillows, can also prevent acid from creeping up at night. This combination of dietary awareness and simple lifestyle adjustments related to digestion can dramatically reduce that persistent, irritating cough and mucus by addressing one of its hidden causes. Now, while these foundational changes to your diet and hydration are incredibly powerful, sometimes we need a little more direct help to clear those airways. That brings us to some hands-on techniques that can bring immediate relief and long-term clarity. Now that we've discussed how important what you put into your body is, let's talk about some incredibly effective, direct ways to help clear that stubborn mucus and soothe your irritated airways. Things you can do right in your own home. One of the most classic and effective methods is steam inhalation. Think about how a hot shower can make you feel clearer. It's the steam at work. Inhaling warm, moist air helps to loosen and thin the mucus in your lungs and nasal passages, making it much easier to cough up and expel. It's incredibly simple to do. You don't need any fancy equipment. Just boil some water, pour it into a large bowl, and place a towel over your head and the bowl, creating a little tent. Lean over the bowl, keeping your face a safe distance from the hot water to avoid burns. And breathe in the steam deeply for 5 to 10 minutes. You can even add a few drops of essential oils like eucalyptus or peppermint, which have natural decongestant properties, but always ensure they are pure, therapeutic-grade oils and that you're not sensitive to them. Do this a couple of times a day, especially when you feel particularly congested or when the cough is at its worst. It's not just a temporary fix. Consistent steam inhalation can significantly reduce the overall buildup of mucus. Another truly powerful tool for nasal and throat clearance is saline nasal rinses. This might sound a bit daunting if you haven't done it before, but it's a game changer. Using a neti pot or a saline rinse bottle, you gently irrigate your nasal passages with a warm, sterile saline solution. This washes away allergens, irritants, and excess mucus, preventing it from draining down into your throat and causing that cough. It helps to clear your sinuses, which are often connected to postnasal drip, a major contributor to throat mucus. You can buy pre-mixed saline packets or make your own solution by dissolving a teaspoon of non-iodized salt, like pickling salt or sea salt, in 2 cups of distilled or previously boiled and cooled water. It's crucial to use distilled or sterilized water, not tap water, to avoid introducing bacteria or amoebas into your nasal passages. Use it once or twice a day, especially in the morning or before bed, and you'll be amazed at how much clearer your breathing becomes and how much that nagging throat irritation subsides. Many people find this provides immediate relief and helps break the cycle of constant throat clearing. And speaking of helping things drain, what about how you position yourself? Especially when you're resting. This next point might seem incredibly simple, but it can make a world of difference for that nighttime and morning mucus. If you find your cough and mucus are worse first thing in the morning, or if you wake up with a feeling of something stuck in your throat, it could be that gravity is working against you while you sleep. When you lie flat, mucus from your sinuses can easily pool in your throat. And if you have any silent reflux, stomach acid can also creep up more readily. Elevating the head of your bed by 6 to 8 inches can dramatically help with this. You can do this by placing risers or wooden blocks under the legs of your bed frame at the head end. Don't just pile up extra pillows, as this can bend your neck at an uncomfortable angle and won't lift your torso sufficiently to prevent drainage. A gradual incline allows gravity to work in your favor, preventing mucus from collecting in your throat and minimizing the chance of acid reflux irritating your airways overnight. This simple adjustment can lead to significantly clearer mornings and a much more peaceful night's sleep, reducing the need for that first thing in the morning throat clearing. All these steps are about making your body's natural processes work better for you. But what about the world around you? The very air you breathe in your own home. This often unseen factor plays a huge role in your daily mucus production, and it's something we absolutely must address to truly put an end to that persistent cough. Many common irritants in our environment can trigger or worsen mucus production. Think about things like cigarette smoke, whether it's your own or secondhand smoke. Smoking is one of the most significant causes of chronic cough and mucus, directly irritating the airways and damaging the cilia. If you smoke, quitting is the single most impactful step you can take. But even if you don't smoke, exposure to secondhand smoke can be just as problematic. Beyond smoke, dust mites, pet dander, mold, and even strong chemical scents from cleaning products, air fresheners, or perfumes can irritate your respiratory system, causing your body to produce more mucus as a protective response to create a clearer air sanctuary in your home. Consider investing in a good quality air purifier, especially for your bedroom. These can filter out many airborne allergens and irritants. Regular cleaning, including vacuuming with a HEPA filter and damp dusting, can significantly reduce dust and dander. Ensure your home is well ventilated, opening windows when possible to let in fresh air. If your home tends to be very dry, particularly in winter months when heating systems are on, a humidifier can add moisture to the air, which, much like steam inhalation, can help keep your mucus thinner and easier to clear. Aim for a humidity level between 30% and 50%. Too much humidity can encourage mold growth, so a good balance is key. By actively managing these environmental triggers, you're not just reacting to mucus once it's formed. You're preventing your body from feeling the need to produce it in excess in the first place. It's about creating an environment that supports clear, comfortable breathing, rather than challenging it. So, we've walked through quite a few simple, yet profoundly effective, natural strategies to tackle that persistent daily mucus and cough that so many of us over 60 experience. We started by understanding the foundational role of proper hydration, emphasizing how consistently sipping plain water and soothing herbal teas can thin out stubborn mucus, making it much easier for your body to clear naturally. We then explored the significant impact of your diet, looking at how reducing or eliminating dairy products and highly processed, sugary foods can calm inflammation and lessen mucus production, while embracing an anti-inflammatory diet can bring lasting relief. We also delved into the often overlooked connection between acid reflux and chronic cough, offering practical eating habits and bedtime adjustments to ease irritation from within. From there, we moved on to direct, hands-on techniques, such as the comforting and effective practice of steam inhalation, which gently loosens and mobilizes mucus, providing immediate relief. We also covered the incredibly powerful method of saline nasal rinses, which can clear out allergens and irritants from your nasal passages before they have a chance to trigger throat irritation. And we discussed the surprisingly simple yet impactful strategy of elevating the head of your bed, allowing gravity to work for you overnight, preventing mucus pooling and acid creep, leading to clearer mornings. Finally, we addressed the crucial aspect of your home environment, highlighting how reducing exposure to irritants like smoke, dust, and harsh chemicals, and maintaining optimal indoor air quality and humidity levels, can prevent your body from overproducing mucus in the first place. What's truly surprising about all of this is how seemingly minor adjustments can collectively lead to such a massive improvement in your daily comfort and overall well-being. Many people feel resigned to this constant cough, thinking it's just something they have to live with as they get older. But it simply doesn't have to be that way. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive treatments. They're natural, accessible shifts in your daily routine and environment. The power lies in their simplicity and consistency. Imagine waking up feeling clear, breathing easily, without that immediate urge to clear your throat, without that nagging tickle. Imagine enjoying conversations without being interrupted by a cough, or sleeping soundly through the night. This isn't just about stopping a cough. It's about reclaiming your comfort, your confidence, and your vitality. Every small step you take in incorporating these habits builds upon the last, creating a cumulative effect that can truly transform your experience. Remember, you have the power to make these changes, and your body is incredibly resilient and responsive when given the right support. Don't underestimate the profound impact that these natural approaches can have on your everyday life. You deserve to breathe easy, feel comfortable, and enjoy every moment without the constant distraction of mucus and coughing. If you found this video helpful, or if you've tried any of these natural remedies yourself, please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to someone else who's struggling. We're a community here, and sharing our journeys helps us all. And if you'd like more practical, natural tips and advice for living your best life at every age, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We're dedicated to bringing you content that empowers you to take charge of your health and well-being naturally. Thank you for watching, and remember, small changes can make a big difference to your health and happiness. Live your best life at every age, with clear airways and vibrant health.